Status report!
With our current speed and heading, it looks like we might reach Daxalon 3 ahead of schedule.
Excellent. Be sure to watch our fuel levels to make sure we don't end up adrift in space.
Will do, Optimus.
Status report on supplies!
The beer fridge is fully stocked, and the cooling containment unit below deck is ready for all that sweet Energon we're gonna pick up.
Good. With Dirty Man operating the Decepticons with what appears to be semi-competency, the Decepticons have been maximizing their resource collection efforts. This off-world Energon source may be our best bet at getting the Energon we need to stay in the fight.
There is always Plan C should we become desperate for Energon.
We're not resorting to cannibalism!
But Dahmer did it!
I don't care what Dahmer did or didn't do! Jesus! Oh, what happened?
The engines just shut off.
Who's the dumbass responsible?
No clue, boss.
Assemble the crew! We'll get to the bottom of this. Attention crew! I have examined the engine room and have deduced the cause of the engine failure. We're looking at sabotage. Whether it be military or corporate sabotage, we cannot say.
Sabotage?
Yes, I found a toilet plunger lodged so deep into one of the fuel lines that it completely obstructed the flow and caused a catastrophic system collapse.
My word!
This rat bastard is clearly in league with Dirty Man. Ladies and gentlemen, there is an imposter among us. Well, that's an easy one. It's obviously Barricade. Barricade is the imposter. I'm inclined to disagree because he's cool and you're not.
Bitchin'. Obviously, the same is to be extended to my +1 ride or die bitch, Black Arachnia.
Obviously, a bro's bitch is not guilty by association alone.
But she's a Predacon infiltrating swine!
Hey! Two Predacon infiltrating swine.
Awfully suspicious if you ask me.
If anything, you're being fucking sus, Countdown.
How? And what the fuck is sus?
Suspicious.
Just say the fucking word! Shut the fuck up! Here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to assign us all a series of tasks to get the ship back in working order. We are all going to complete those tasks and report any sus activity by smashing this red button. Suspicious activity! Any sus behavior will result in drastic consequences, including but not limited to being yeeted into the vast emptiness of space. Is that understood, Bumblebee?
Understood.
Is that understood, Medic?
Into space?
I'm serious about this. Have I made myself clear, Barricade?
Crystal.
Any questions, strangely colored, highly sus, Ultra Magnus?
None whatsoever.
Good, cause I'd like to report some suspicious activity. I'd like to report that Barricade was suspiciously brandishing a Decepticon logo aboard an Autobot vessel. Clearly proud of the fact that he's a little bitch.
Fuck you. I vote Countdown is yeeted off the ship.
Nobody's fucking voting about anything quite yet. Go complete your tasks. Where the fuck are all these leaves coming from? We're in space! How do I clean an O2 filter with all these fucking leaves?
I have to report 2 dead bodies.
You found the bodies! But how can we be sure you or your bitch are not the imposter? What was your task?
My task was to go to the engines and...
Not you! Speaking out of line is sus, and I'll be keeping my eye on you.
Oh, fuck.
My task was actually a good one, and I'm ready to do it now. Today's video was sponsored by...
We already fucking know, son of a bitch! Today's video was sponsored by Big Dog Forge, an Etsy-based 3D printing store specializing in high quality whatever. A sponsored content segment was not your task.
It in fact was, and it was not for Big Dog Forge. This video's sponsor is Lockbot 3DP, an Etsy-based 3D printing store specializing in high-quality 3D printed Transformers upgrades and accessory pieces. I can recommend from first-hand experience the Armada Starscream Wing Saber and the Armada Star Saber. Not to mention other great items like the Skyboom Shield, Energon Cubes, and TF Prime themed Star Saber and Dark Star Saber, just to name a few.
Are we actually getting paid for this?
Well, no. But I was given free stuff, so the next best thing. The link will be in the description below.
Well, if you're not too busy with your brand deal, I'd like to report a murder. My own, in fact.
Who did it?
Well, you see, that's the funny thing. I would normally just pin it on you out of spite, but I was also so taken aback by this act of betrayal. The culprit is... Oh, fucking typical. Leave it to Countdown to get murked, inform us of it, and not tell us who did it before he dies.
What a bastard.
You guys, he's dead! Along with Ratchet and Darksteel!
So what? Does this affect our ability to do tasks? Because I'm pretty sure my next task is a visit to the onboard day spa.
Where the fuck do you keep getting all these nice tasks? Oh, come on! What could it possibly be now?
I'd like to report something sus. A murder.
A murder?
A murder.
Okay, we get it! It's a fucking murder! Get on with it!
I'd like to report that Bumblebee being in the room has killed the good vibes.
What?
I'm inclined to agree. Let's murder him. At the next round of voting, we have tasks to complete. Roll out and complete your tasks! What's happened?
I have to report a body.
Okay, whose body? I don't see anyone missing.
Mine.
Fuck! If someone is going to die in the future, at least tell everyone who fucking did it!
It could literally be any one of us who did it!
Shut up! I'm thinking. Guys, it could literally be any one of us who did it! Let's see. Black Arachniel was the only one with Barricade. I made a specific point to make sure Bumblebee would be alone so he'd get depressed and take his own life. And then there's highly sus Ultra Magnus. And of course I can't be the imposter because I'm Optimus Prime.
Wait, why can't you be the imposter?
Well, because I'm Optimus Prime, heroic leader of the Autobots. Being an imposter would mean I'm a limp dick coward who needs to hide and strike under the cover of secrecy like a bitch. That's fucking bullshit!
I fucking knew it'd be you.
I hope you all get leprosy!
Why did you insist on a stupid backstory for us? It's a stupid game.
Fuck you! It was cinematic brilliance. We should make it into a film and rake in big cash.
Big cash money dollars galore?
Well, we have to get the cheapest editor in order to maximize profits. But who do we know that would do just about anything for quick cash?
Prime, wait, maybe a decent editor for my big screen debut.
Who's dumb enough to work hard for next to nothing? Aha! I got it! Y'all paying me with a can of XXX Bronze and a warm Bud Light Lime. Alright, I'm in. But before I edit this highly anticipated motion picture, what the fucking fuck is a movie? Alright, it's working. I don't care what Dahmer did or didn't do! Jesus! Jesus! Jeffrey Dahmer already? Oh, what happened? we're looking at sabotage. Whether it be military or corporate sabotage, we cannot say.
I'm throwing that in there.
I don't fucking know. Yes, I found a toilet plunger Yes, I found a toilet plunger lodged so deep into one of the fuel lines that it completely obstructed the flow and caused a catastrophic system collapse. You found the bodies, but how can we be sure? Or your bitch? Okay, how can we
Be sure
Yeah, I fucking can't read. Okay, things are getting tingly. You found the bodies, but how can we be sure you or your bitch are not the imposter? What was your task?